Okay, hello, welcome to a pickup video, and autofocus is going to be a bit blurry in this. I think I've got a new camera, so testing, 1, 2, 3. I think this video is being shot in a mode called QHD. No idea what that is, but it's higher than 1080p apparently, so we'll see how it comes out. Okay, pickup video, Sega Saturn. I've got a bunch of games here, mostly for the Saturn collection. Loads here, nice big update. So I'm going to show you a few non-Saturn Sega Saturn pickups. Just about 3 or 4. First one is this Sega Saturn light gun, which I've been playing today with. Playing some Virtua Cop, really good. Never had one of these guns before. This is the first model. This is I think the 1022 model. The second one I think had like yellow buttons on it, but this is the Japanese first model. Really nice gun, nice black, beautiful condition. I think it's like good as new, really. It's just absolutely not a fingerprint on it or anything. It's lovely, beautiful. Comes with Virtua Cop. Been playing some of that today. Really good game. I've never had, I don't think I've ever played the first Virtua Cop properly. So this is my first time playing on the Saturn. It's really good. Now I've been playing a lot of House of the Dead as well, but I think I put Virtua Cop down a little bit, but it's actually quite alright. It's not too bad. When you shoot the enemies, they're kind of like, depending on what part of their body you shoot, they're kind of, you know, if you shoot them in the foot, they go down like that. So I thought you just shoot them and they kind of fly and spin and die, but you know, they're programmed in the body parts, so you can headshots, hands, like feet. It's really cool. Here's the game, Virtua Cop. Nice, lovely high-res graphics. It's lovely going back to the CRT. You know, really makes these games pop out. These Sega games, really cool game, Virtua Cop. Next one is Virtua Cop 2. Haven't played this yet. Judging by the first one, this is going to be brilliant. Virtua Cop 2. And haven't played this yet, but I'm planning on getting one of the tank sticks for it, dual twin sticks. But this is the game I'm going to try first. This is Virtual On, not Virtua On. Virtual On, Cyber Troopers. So it's like a 3D arena battle mech kind of game. Now I always used to get this confused with what's that other game I bought recently? Blast something. But yeah, I kind of get what this one's about now. I'll show you the screenshots here. So much for the focus, hey, the zoom. Anyway, so yeah, looking forward to playing a bit of that, getting into it. I've never played it before. Lovely, excited to, yeah, a couple of quid on the Saturn. No brainer this game. I don't know why I haven't picked it up any earlier. Missed out on it for years, so really be interested to get into that. I'm just on a bit of a real classic, you know, Sega old school arcade kick at the moment, so that's why I picked up those nice little bits. So this is my, oh, yeah, here we go. So, Sega Saturn Saturn collection. So the collection's coming on really nice now. I think this lot takes me up to a total of 52, I'll say 53. Yeah, 53 out of 66. I've actually got a few more in the post coming, so, but this will take me up to 52 games out of the 66 collection, so nearly there. So let's go through them and I'll show you what I've got. I actually just got this one today. This is Chaos Seed. It's an RPG. Graphics on this are beautiful, so nice. It's kind of like playing Minecraft, kind of an RPG where you have to kind of build tunnels, and you know, it's got this earth, wind, water kind of element kind of theme to it. But it's beautiful. It's a lovely little game, especially if you can play through with the translation as well. But great little RPG, absolutely stunning graphics, nice real-time battles, like when you play like Legends of Zelda kind of style. None of that turn-based stuff. So it's really nice, lovely RPG, and just really cheap, a couple of quid. So yeah, that's Chaos Seed. Here's the one I've been playing a lot of, House of the Dead. Probably my favourite Sega light gun game now. Don't know why I haven't bought this earlier. Missed out on this for years, obviously, but I've always heard bad things about it. Like it runs slowly, it's got bad frame rate. No way. This is an awesome game. And so much replay value as well, because obviously it has those branching paths. And one of the great things about the House of the Dead games is, when you blow up the zombies, the body parts fly off. You can shoot half their face off, you can shoot their hands or the arms off, depending on where you shoot them on the body. And no other kind of light gun game really does that. So House of the Dead, loving this game so much. It's really up there now on my list. I've played this like 10 times through now. It's just brilliant. Love it. So much stuff to unlock as well. There's a Sega Saturn mode which allows you to choose a bunch of different characters. There's characters to unlock on here, that gives you different like weapon abilities, and great game. Loads of stuff on there. Beautiful. Dragon Ball Z. It's like a 2D fighting game. I'm not really into Dragon Ball Z. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. I don't know about I never watched the animes. It's not really my cup of tea. So essentially, this game really. I've played it. I played it for about 10-15 minutes. I really never liked. I've tried to play these on like the Super Nintendo. I've never really liked the way they do the fighting battles in this kind of game. It's just, you're here and you can't see your enemy off the screen, and it's weird. You fly up in the air. I just don't get it. But yeah, it's for the collection. This is Sea Bass 2, one of the fishing games on the Sega Saturn. This one's more realistic kind of graphics. There are more kind of cutesy, fun fishing games on the Saturn. But obviously this is the Saturn Core release, so this is the one I've gone for. It's quite interesting. It's got kind of menu modes on here that you can go into, and like shows you recipes and recipes and menus for the fish you catch, how to cook it, pictures of menus and dishes of how to prepare them and what you can do with the fish. So real proper in-depth kind of game this is, Sega Bass Fishing, Sea Bass Fishing, sorry. Tomb Raiders. So I used to have this when I had a Saturn years and years ago, a PAL version, but this is the Japanese version now. I played through like 1 or 2 levels on this so far. Plays lovely, just as I remember it. I've always liked the Tomb Raider games for the puzzle solving that you have to do in the different tombs and stuff. So I do actually enjoy these games, but I haven't completed this one yet. So yeah, plenty more time to spend with that. But yeah, Sega Saturn, got that for the collection. Lovely. One of the many puzzle games on the Saturn here. This is Magical Drop 3. I don't know if this was on the Neo Geo, but I know Magical Drop 2 was. But the third one I'm not sure. Maybe it was. I don't know. Someone tell me. But it's really similar puzzle game, kind of like that Puzzle Bobble 2, or Puzzle Bobble style gameplay, where you've got the coloured balls like that, and you've got to hang on, can I get the zoom? You know what I mean. Bobble, where you've got the balls and you've got to pop them. But this one's got a different mechanic where instead of shooting the balls up into the other balls, you've got a little guy running around at the bottom of the screen, and you've got to like pull the balls down and then match them up with the other balls somewhere else and like do them in groups kind of thing. So it's got a story mode on here that I keep getting my arse kicked on me. It kind of like plays like a board game, and you go through the different, you roll the dice and you go through to the different steps, and your character moves a certain amount of times. But I always get to near the end, and then I roll the dice, and then I get sent back like 5 places, and then the computer beats me. I think it's cheating really badly. Anyway, this is Texthoff Ludo. It's kind of like a battle game, card battle game. These are very popular in Japan. If you buy the gold version of this, the gold label version, you do get like you can get a whole like set of collectible battle cards. But obviously this is just the Saturn collection. So quite an interesting. I played a few minutes of this. Don't think I'm going to spend too much time playing it, but yeah, just like a kind of like a battle card game, but you play as a character who walks along kind of like a grid, kind of like a board game style, and then battle cards come up and you choose and upgrade and different magic abilities. It's quite nice. It's quite nice looking, well presented, but it's not one I'm really going to be playing much of, to be honest. What are we at? 10 minutes. I've got a gold label version of this. This is Dynamite Deca. So this is just the Saturn version now. Nice and complete. This is the game. This is the game I was thinking of that I get confused with Virtual On. I always get these two confused. This is Bulk Slash. So this is it's a mech game, 3D roaming mech game where you pilot a mech around different levels. There's about 7 levels. You go around like destroying, parts of, different enemies in different sectors of the level. And then you've got a boss battle at the end of every level. And then, during through each level, you can pick up different pilots who drive your craft, who have different abilities. So there's plenty of replay value in the game because you can collect different pilots and power them up different ways. So it's only about 7 levels in the game. It's a fairly short game. I think you can complete it within an hour, depending on your skill level. But loads of stuff to collect, and plenty of replay value. So this can be one of the more pricey Sega Saturn games on its own. So really happy to get a Saturn version, especially with the spine card. I think I've got about 10 or 15 Saturn games left to pick up for this whole collection, and they're really starting to get really hard to find ones now, like really rare. So I don't think I'm going to grab them really quick. I mean, I got these lot real fast, like, they were, cheap, easy to find, but the ones that are left on my list now are really hard to find. So I don't know if I'll be done by Christmas, but really no rush now. So I'm glad they're harder to find because it slows me down a little bit from going crazy purchasing. So, but I'm still really enjoying the Sega Saturn and love collecting for it. This Saturn collection that I'm doing is the main focus now of my collecting. The rest of these games are just, games that I've never really played on the Saturn. I'm really enjoying, especially these light gun games. It's really impulsing me to get my Dreamcast out and get some Dreamcast action going with these old Sega games. What else have I been playing? I've been playing. Here you go. Been loving this. Been playing loads of this lately. Sega Rally. It's just summertime. It's just time for these kind of Sega games, isn't it? Been playing a bit of this Metal Slug as well. This is an SNK game, but that summertime kind of colourful graphics kind of games. Loving it. Been loving it. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. July pickups. I've got a few more coming, like I say, so I'll do those maybe in the next few weeks, whenever that might be. I was thinking of doing a video about these SNK games. And there's the RAM carts and the glitches that you get. So stay tuned for a video about that. SNK RAM carts and glitches coming up probably next. I've got some footage taken and I want to put it all together and maybe do a bit of justice. But my editing skills aren't that good, so you might just get something, really basic. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.